Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Corey, better known as the Seaman, and I want to welcome you to another edition of the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down. Today, Tuesday, August 22nd, has become catch-up day for the Seaman, because there is something dropping at 9 p.m. That I'm very excited for, and I felt like I needed to finish this show before I could watch it. What are we talking about? Why don't you pull up a chair, take a seat? We ain't trying to waste time. We are trying to take a watch and dive in spoiler-filled into The Mandalorian, Season 3, Episode 7, Chapter 23, The Spies. And this is a show, I watched the first 2 episodes live, and then I kind of fell off for any number of reasons I can't remember at this point. But I figured, based on things I had been hearing, I'd just wait for it to end and binge it, and I haven't had an opportunity to do that until today. And I cleared my plate. I was like, I'm gonna binge this. I'm gonna watch Ahsoka later, and I'm gonna be very excited for all the things that are attached to this Mandalorian verse that Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni have created. But as far as The Mandalorian goes, I've really enjoyed Season 3, man. I think they've done, not a ton of work per se for Din, but the world of The Mandalorian has expanded greatly, and I think we've done an excellent job in building out, the Mandalorian covert, storyline, the Bo-Katan storyline, which paid off big dividends at the end of last episode as she reclaimed the dark saber, because Din's a mad genius and he knows what's up, and figured out a way to do it without having to fight her, and she kind of got to reclaim her squad and start helping in bringing all of the Mandalorians together. So that was a lot of fun, and I've really been digging that. And now I hope these last 2 episodes, start maybe focusing more on what's going on with Din and Grogu. But it's been a growth, for both of them. That's been a little bit slower this season, and that's fine with me because, like I said, I think the world building's been excellent. And yeah, there's been a lot of cameos, but I think most of them have been pretty solid. And I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to the last 2 to see where this ends, what it sets up, and what ultimately things mean for all of the Mandalorians and specifically Din. So we've got a 53-minute episode here for episode 7, and then a 41-minute episode for episode 8, which I think is, I'd like 8 to be a little bit longer, but at least it's not puttering out with like 30 and 25-minute episodes. It's been fairly strong and consistent with stuff that's been over 35, almost 40 minutes every episode. So I think we've done a really good job in what we've gotten. Even the one like super short that was like a 30-minute episode, I thought did good things. So I'm pumped. I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get the episode up for you guys. I gotta pull it up on my phone because I don't have functioning Bluetooth with my parents' television for whatever reason. It is a very pretty 80-plus inch HD television, but my Bluetooth has never worked with it. And I've been pretty good. If you've been watching the videos, I get it synced up pretty quick before we get too far into the previews. And it works quite well. I've done this for the boys. And yeah, we're doing it for lots of things because I'm home dog sitting this week. So let's not waste any more time. Who cares about what I'm doing that's not watching The Mandalorian? And let's dive into Season 3, Episode 7, Chapter 23, The Spies. Oh, I did it again. I always forget. If you hit the OK to try to pause it when the skip intro button is up, you end up not with what we want. Okay, I think I finally got it set. Took the whole previously on, but at least this one didn't really backtrack too far as like everything that I was seeing there is stuff that we've seen from recent episodes. But yeah, I'm pumped to see what we get for O'Brien with this Kane character. I feel like she's got so much to do with Gideon's escape, and it was probably a mission of hers to get to the dock. So I hope we get payoffs there, and yeah, I can't wait to see, like I said, what we get for Din and Bo going forward. So we set up some cool things. Now we gotta meet some spies. Why am I singing? Couldn't really tell you why. I tell you though, I love watching this kind of Blade Runner-esque vibe. You know, the wet, the damp, the neon colors, the dark noir type settings. We've gotten a lot of those between Andor and certain elements of some of the cities we've been in here. I really dig it for Star Wars. I think it's a really nice visual that works specifically with someone like Kane. Sorry, I don't know if talking for all this time is just killing my voice or what. We'll get by though. Show me Gideon. Right? It's gotta be.
Report.
There he is.
Sir, I'm afraid the pirates have run into trouble on Nevarro.
In your last report,
Not running.
that the New Republic would not be sending support?
It wasn't the New Republic.
Mandalorians.
Mandalorians.
Yeah.
According to the reports received by the New Republic, Bo-Katan Kryze led a squadron of Mandalorians alongside Din Djarin.
Yes.
Those two factions are sworn enemies.
Which is why I can't...
Not anymore, homie.
Continue with your mission.
I shall deal with our Mandalorian friends.
Yes, let's go. Here, I am here for a Moff Gideon ep. Oh, they've given him some really wonderful visuals. I like this. I love Giancarlo Esposito. He's so freaking good. There we go. Cloning's still going on, man.
There's a fortune to be had, plundering the hyperspace lanes.
Commander, your hit-and-run operations are gaining too much notice. We are perceived as anything other than a group of unorganized remnant warlords. The New Republic will increase their efforts to hunt us.
For the citizens loyal to the Empire, they're already getting sick of this New Republic.
We give them a show of strength. They will rally behind us.
Grand Admiral Thrawn's return will...
They know Thrawn's coming back. There's the tease.
Project Necromancer.
Necromancer.
You always speak with much authority, and yet I see, once again, that Grand Admiral Thrawn is missing from your delegation.
Continues to
Any
be.
word on when he will be able to participate in the Shadow Council?
Our one hope for success relies upon the secrecy of his return.
I hear whispers from one end of the galaxy to another, and never a word of Thrawn. Perhaps it's time we look to new leadership.
Ooh, power play. I like that, Gideon. Make Thrawn coming back a lot of fun.
What has become of Dr. Pershing and the research you promised us?
Dr. Pershing was captured by the New Republic. His research is lost for now.
You held Pershing and were attempting your own experiments on Nevarro.
The creation of clones is your obsession, not mine.
Yeah, okay.
We individuals, Great and Claw resources, awaiting the grand plan to take shape, while you and Pelion amass countless resources and equipment which should be shared.
If you gotta make a power play, know how to speak to the rest of the council.
3 Praetorian guards. Sounds like someone is concerned about an assassination attempt.
And he thinks I'm being the flashy one.
Reinforcements for your TIE Interceptor squadron.
So that was his squadron.
And what is your security concern?
Mandalorians. I am increasingly confident that they are preparing to retake their home world of Mandalore.
Yes.
Which is why we need to stamp them out now.
You'll have your reinforcements and your guard.
We shall be rid of the Mandalorians once and for all. Live the Empire!
Long live the Empire!
We gonna throw down big time this ep? Is that where we're going? Because I'm here for it.
First, that's a light cruiser, and second, not Imperial. According to my data, it is. No, it was an Imperial ship. Look at the markings.
That is a Mandalorian ship.
I'll bet you half that fleet was captured from the...
It's the homies.
They're on our side then?
I should hope so. They're our welcome guests.
There's a fleet, baby. A lot of space out there for the homies. You know what I mean? It's got to be cool. Like, wanting to reunite the Mandalorians, it's got to be cool to see a fleet like that coming in. Or maybe not. Maybe it's worrisome. Can't 100% be for sure.
They've never met, and what little they know of each other, they hate.
They will if they want to survive.
Dang, man. Score. Always kicking. I love it.
Take the children inside.
Oh, alright, so there's a little bit of concern. Come on, foundlings. Two sides that did not get along. Make that known right away. But they knew that this was what was up. It's a hell of a showdown, though. Yeah.
Welcome, fellow Mandalorians. We invite you to make camp. Let us prepare a feast for our guests.
Alright, like, don't be a dick.
Mando, welcome back, my friend. That's quite a fleet you've assembled. A little welcome gift to celebrate our new neighbors. That's all the way from Coruscant, so you might want to wait for a smaller gathering. Thank you. That's not the only gift I have for you.
Karga's like, say what? Gifts? I want one. Did they fix him? Oh wait, there's a Babu Frick in there.
What did you do to IG-11?
Okay.
No, that's IG-12 now. Do you like him? Do I like him? Don't worry. He's safe. You're sure? Well, the Anzellan stripped IG down to his base motor functions. They removed his memory circuit.
Well, that doesn't help.
Provides cognition.
Yes.
Well, I guess they don't need his memory. They just need his ability to go places. Oh no.
Think of it this way. It's more like a vehicle. It's safer that way.
Oh man, this should be funny.
Bad baby.
Bad baby! That's the same one he squeezed. Don't squeeze me. Oh, and you're gonna put Grogu in there? Oh, that's badass. Get in there, little guy. Yeah. That's freaking amazing.
They do nice work, I'll give them that, but Grogu is too young to operate heavy machinery. Maybe when he's older.
No.
No. Oh, he can talk.
No.
I think he's saying he's old enough to operate it.
Yes.
Yes.
There we are getting Taika.
Get him out of there.
No.
No, at least let him try it out in my office.
Yes.
Come on. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
This is so fun. You shouldn't be operating him though. He's doing pretty good.
Would you look at that?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes. Yes.
He's like, I want this.
Yes.
He just keeps.
Yes. Yes.
The small quirks of Grogu are my favorite.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Of course. Food.
What are you doing? Stop. Grogu. No. You have to pay for those.
Now you paid for him, at least let me finish.
No.
Oh. Bad Grogu.
Here. This isn't working for me.
This isn't working.
It is time to retake our homeworld. Even though the planet is not cursed, there are still dangers. Dormant species have been awakened from the bombings. The remaining magnetic interference has made it impossible to scan the surface from above atmosphere, which is why I'm proposing that we leave Nevarro and move the fleet into orbit above Mandalore. We send down a small recon party, find out what remains of the Great Forge, and establish a safe perimeter. Then, will we bring down the other? I need volunteers from both tribes.
So a good diplomat, that Bo-Katan.
I will go.
Of course.
Grogu as well.
I've got a large mechanical body now. Yes.
I will go.
Okay.
I will go.
Yep, there's Paz coming.
I will go.
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 So digging this.
I will go as well.
Yes. Let's go. Seems like a good band. What a Mandalorian fleet, man.
Scouting party descending to...
Grogu and Aichi is so good.
We'll lose Khan shortly.
Is Din in there, or did he bring the N1? Would have had to have brought the N1, right? Let's get through the rain. There we are.
It's worse than I thought.
I was here when it happened.
Oh no, Mando is there. Alright.
They're ready.
Secure infill zone.
Never gets old. I'll watch Mandalorians drop out of ships all day. Grogu and Aichi. It's great every time.
Somewhere below is where our ancient capital once stood. We'll survey the surface until we find the forge and create a safety zone. Only then will we begin to bring down the settlers. We start scouting in that direction.
Dude, she's so jacked to be bringing Mandalorians back to Mandalore. And also know, like, to rule. She's always wanted that. Bring clans together and stuff. Like, big wins for Bo and Din.
There, on the horizon.
What is that? Those
Night owls.
Flanking left.
creatures of some kind? Or are those, I don't know, is that a ship? His face always. Oh, it's kind of like a pirate ship. Who are these peeps?
You wear the crest of the Night Owl.
I should hope so. They're Mandalorians.
Is that the voice of Lady Bo-Katan Kryze?
Who's on this ship?
It is?
Who's this group? Oh, I know that guy.
We knew you would not forsake us, Lady Bo-Katan. We have failed you, but our blasters remain in your service.
See, man, it's so critical to have Bo in the center, man.
They intercepted any ships they saw leaving. They took no prisoners. They bombed every surface twice over. They punished us as a warning to the whole galaxy because we refused to surrender.
That's not true. I did surrender.
Oh, that's gotta be rough to hear.
After our forces were annihilated in the Night of 1,000 Tears, and defeat was imminent, I met with Moff Gideon. The ISB had reached out to me to negotiate a ceasefire, in exchange for submitting to the Empire and disarming. All remaining cities and Mandalorian lives were to be spared. That is how Moff Gideon came to possess the Darksaber. I didn't trust him, but it was the only chance I had to save our people. And then he betrayed me, and we were helpless to resist the purge of Mandalore.
How did these others survive?
We were hidden on the moon of Concordia.
Are you Death Watch?
Death Watch exists no longer. It's shattered into many warring factions.
Our people have suffered time and again from division and squabbling factions. Mandalore has always been too powerful for any enemy to defeat. It is always our own division that destroys us.
We got to come together right now. Over me. Right? Oh, I'm sing-songy today.
I had no idea. We were taught that everyone but us had forsaken the way, that you were selfish and uncaring. Now I understand.
You were right. I was selfish. And this is what it wrought.
We'll rebuild it. Isn't that our history? For thousands of years we have been on the verge of extinction, and for thousands of years we have survived.
I don't know if I can keep everyone together.
Gotta try.
It's too much animosity, and this blade is all I have to unify our people.
I only know of this weapon what you taught me. To be honest, it means nothing to me or my people, nor does station or bloodline. What means more to me is honor, and loyalty, and character. These are the reasons I serve you, Lady Kryze. Your song is not yet written. I will serve you until it is.
I freaking love Din, man. He's logical, man. Like, he just gets it, you know? He sees things for what they are. Well, if good can come from something, Din's on board.
We'll rest tonight and continue at first light.
These here are too weak to continue. We must return to the gauntlet, and I will ferry them back to the fleet.
Agreed. Those of you who are well enough can join us in the search for the Great Forge.
Oh, I know where it is.
We can bring you there. Onward, Mandalore!
This friggin' boat thing's cool, man. It's like a skiff. Ah, there it is, man. We haven't had a lot of the true Mandalorian theme come through in the score the last few episodes. It's so good, though. Bum 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 bum. Hope there's no problems when she gets to the other side of this. Alright, because there's been no communication, so we don't know what's going on up there. You'd hope stuff wouldn't be happening off camera, but this is Disney Plus. It's fun.
You can't move an enforcer like that.
It's a flank jump, and you're about to submit.
But only the wing guard can flank jump.
Uh-oh.
The enforcer moves like a wing guard when it's flanking.
These primitives make up their own rules for everything.
Oh boy. This is unnecessary.
Seriously?
Over freaking
Submit or fight.
games.
Can you believe this?
Never gonna get anywhere with all this infighting, man.
Should I step in?
Neither side can step in.
He's so large. Yikes. Oh, yo! No. Yeah, Grogu. Breaking things up. I dig that. He's neither
You
faction.
taught your apprentice well.
You didn't learn that from me.
Good job, Grogu. I love that they gave him an IG body. That's so funny. I'm concerned about this, though. Like, what's gonna be everything copacetic up here?
Prepare to receive rescued survivors in need of medical attention.
Copy, Gauntlet.
Alright, so far so good. I was a little concerned because, like, there's no communication. Like, what if something bad is going on up there? But, alright. What is that? Those creatures?
There! On the starboard bow!
Is that one creature? That might be one very large creature. What is that? Oh my! It is very big. It is definitely gonna damage the crap out of that skiff. Oh god. Oh, nice. It's like, how are they gonna get him up? He doesn't have a rocket. Jetpack. Why can't I get jetpack? Oh gosh. Oh no. Well, that was very bad. There's so many of them.
You good?
You good?
We're not far. We need to go further down. Go, go, go.
I don't see. Where's the IG bot? I just assume he's down there. Oh, there he is. Is that the forge?
This is what's left of the Great Forge. This was once the heart of our civilization. Fires have been extinguished since the bombings.
You lived here?
We all did.
We never left. Survived by migrating along the surface till the war ended. Some tried to explore below, but none survived.
Jetpacks.
More survivors.
That is a large group of... Yeah, those are stormtroopers?
Take cover.
Yeah, get down.
We're pinned down. We need backup.
I can make a run for the fleet and get us reinforcements. There's a split in the ceiling there. I'll lay down cover.
Just keep doing that. That seems to be working quite well. Oh, that was dope. Well, I never seen it up there. Oh, shit. Sorry. Watch out, Bo. These troopers ain't no joke. Yo, Bo, you should be breaking out the frickin' dark saber, yo. Like, where's that at?
Advance! Okay, kid. You've got to keep up.
Keep up, kid. Keep up. I wonder if these guys are with Gideon. Blood tweaks on the friggin' Mando score. Oh yeah, take those shots in that Beskar because it's so good. Let's go. Let's go. Uh-oh. This is a whole Imperial...
What is this place?
Imperial base. Gideon's gotta be behind all this.
It's an ambush.
Oh boy. Oh, Din, you're solo, man. Oh no. Oh, this is all very not good. Gideon.
Disarm him.
Is he wearing some kind of like exoskeleton suit? You're like mechanical steps.
You were a talented people, but your time has passed. However, as you can see, Mandalore will live on in me. I have created the next generation Dark Trooper suit, forged from Beskar.
Oh no.
And the most impressive improvement is that it has me in it. You see, every society has something to offer. The cloners, the Jedi, and even the Mandalorians. By aggregating the best of each, I will create an army that will bring order to the galaxy. Why don't we take your fleet off the board while we still have the element of surprise? Activate the interceptors and bombers.
No!
No. God, I hate Moff Gideon so much!
In but a few moments, the purge of Mandalore will be complete.
Oh my god.
Take him to the
How do you
debrief.
get out of this?
I should have killed you when I had the chance.
Yes, you should have.
Bo-Katan. We have to stop meeting like this.
I'll make sure of it.
Let's skip the pleasantry, shall we? I believe this is the part where you return the Darksaber to its rightful owner. Surrender the Darksaber and tell these people that this planet is mine.
This is the way.
Oh, let's go, Bo.
Open the blast door. Kill them.
Come on, Bo. Come on, Bo. Let's go.
Move out!
Oh, man. No, don't sacrifice yourself. That's what he's doing. His blaster taking out the most guys, by far. Very effective, that little thing. It's very good with it. But there are so many.
We're clear! Fall back!
He's gonna, yeah. Can't do it.
Come on! We're not leaving you behind!
Go! There are too many.
No!
The end of Clan Vizsla.
This is the way.
Respect that, though. It's about saving the people. He gonna take out a lot of troopers. He's had to have killed like 50 dudes by now. Oh, it's overheating. Damn it. It's like a video game, man. You gotta let that thing cool down every once in a while. Yo, man. Represented the clan quite well. Gonna be Gideon that takes him out? Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, this'll be, I feel like it's gonna be a short-lived fight, but I hope it's not. Yeah. Represented his clan well, though. Jeez. Damn. Valiant effort, though. Couldn't theoretically not be dead. Woo! Rick Famuyiwa. I always say his last name wrong, so I apologize. But I should have figured that he was behind this episode. I love when he's behind the camera. Oh, that episode was so good. Yeah, I really like. I was just talking to one of my buddies too. I was like, yo, man, I'm like, I'm binging, Mando to get caught up ahead of Ahsoka, and I'm like, I'm really digging it. He's like, yeah, it started strong and then kind of puttered out. I don't see a putter out here. Esposito, always fantastic. Just some of the visuals that Rick Famuyiwa gave us in this one, man, with like the different factions of Mandos facing off. like giving Grogu an IG-12 like skeleton, freaking brilliant. I hope they give him a little bit more to do in the finale. You can see in like the image, he is the image for the finale. Ludwig getting to bring the classic score in a bunch in this one and got to play with it in some fun ways. That skiff thing was dope. It was unfortunate that creature showed up and destroyed it. But yeah, like, it was a really good action. It's been a very good action-driven season, you know, especially with so many Mandalorians in the mix. But whew, all of that leading up to Gideon having a base on Mandalore with a new Dark Trooper uniform that like isn't robotic, like it puts, like he said, it puts him in the suit. I really thought that was quite excellent. I'm again like, it's one of those like disappointed a little bit that like the next episode isn't also 53 minutes, but you know, the 46-minute episode they certainly accomplished a lot, and even the 30-minute episode they accomplished a lot. So a 35 to 40-minute episode can certainly work, but it's going to be interesting to see where they end up in this last 35 minutes or so. Obviously, we got to throw down, and I would imagine that we're going to get a Gideon and Bo-Katan showdown with the Darksaber involved. I think while that's happening, you might see Grogu save Mando, which would be freaking dope, and kind of like full circle in a lot of ways. And yeah, it's very possible that the finale does wrap up this element of Gideon's story, if not the entire story. I hope it's not the entire story. I'd love to see Gideon splash in with whatever's going on with Thrawn, because I think that could be a lot of fun to play with, you know, like almost having Thrawn have an opposition to a degree, because you can tell Gideon wants, you know, power and control, even though he'll play, you know, diplomatic, so to speak. You can tell how much he thrives being in control and like building things that are his. But yeah, I mean, this again was another really stellar episode, and there are certain names. When you see certain names direct certain episodes, you know, Bryce Dallas, Rick Famuyiwa, like those people always bring it, and I'd have to imagine that either Favreau or Filoni probably are taking on the finale. I'd assume Favreau. That would be my guess, at least, because I haven't seen him direct anything. I can't remember if he directed either of the first two episodes. But yeah, man, I really dug what you got there. Like coming back to Mandalore, you know, reuniting with more people and seeing that Bo really is the glue that could unite all of Mandalore. I loved that moment where you had Vizsla and the dude who was running all of Bo's crew like start to get into a fight over a board game, and like when it was getting ready to come to death blows, little Grogu steps in there and breaks it up. Like I thought that was great, and that's like an element, you know, of him understanding what's going on, right? Like Bo literally had a speech, whole monologue about like we can't fight each other. We have to come together if we're to ever rebuild Mandalore. And it's like you can see that Grogu understands that stuff. And like very much I could see this series ultimately leading to Grogu being some sort of Mandalorian by the end of all of it. It is just fascinating that he's still a baby. So like there could be so much story for him. And I'll be fascinated to see how, like I said, how they use him in the finale. This was another great episode with the Din, you know, Bo combo. I think Bo obviously a little bit more front and center, and this has really felt like her story in a lot of ways, and her arc's been really good, but all of that ties into the Mandalore story, right? And that's very important to Din. I love when you get these moments where he's like, I've only ever heard stories, I've never been here. Like getting to Mandalore I think means a lot to him. But yeah, I don't know, man, like just like the visuals, the Gideon visuals, they give him such wonderful visual moments, and Giancarlo is just the freaking man. But yeah, I'm like I'm down with the IG-12 body. That stuff was great. And yeah, I mean, and then right down to Vizsla, sacrificing himself to save everybody else. I don't know, man. There's just a lot of good things that are working for me in this season, and specifically this episode, which I think is probably the strongest that we've gotten thus far. And it doesn't surprise me when you see the people that were behind this one. So let's get the Sea Maniacs up. Like I've been saying, we're gonna start with Ludwig Göransson. He's been so good, and to hear him bring in the OG Mandalorian score and play with that a little bit toward the back end of the Mandalore stuff was a lot of fun. I continue to just love what he sets up in general for the score of this show. The visuals continually are very, very strong. It's like one thing about Mando that I personally have never ever complained about, that they've always been very strong with the visuals and the technology that Favreau brings to the table and the stuff that he's worked and helped develop. It just works so well here. And to think that you have all that visual technology going on, and everybody's favorite thing, Grogu, is a puppet, and then getting to put that puppet in things that can like move around and stuff like that, like it's a lot of fun. I'd be fascinated to watch the behind the scenes at some point on how they do that, because obviously sometimes it's a mechanical body, but I don't know if that's. They could have a puppet too. Like, I don't know. Sometimes when you see him move, you figure he's just digital. But nevertheless, all the visuals have been great. The action continues to be stellar. I love Mandalorian action, and getting to watch so many of them fight and battle in different ways and with different opponents, whether it be creatures or the jetpack troopers, Gideon. Like, it all works really well on the action standpoint. And then, like I said, I love finally getting Moff Gideon back in play. Giancarlo's so good. They give him great visuals. And he is a serious threat every time he's on screen. And to have him capture Din at the, in the penultimate episode, one, speaks to the fact that this season is really Bo-Katan's. But two, like, that's a big move. And I think it's going to create an opportunity for Grogu to maybe save his dad, which would be really fun to watch, because I think you're going to get Bo versus Gideon, right? Like, that's one of those things where it's like she regrets not killing him. This is going to be her opportunity. And I think there's going to be some sort of battle down there. But yeah, just setting all that stuff up. Like I said, Vizsla sacrificing himself. The story thread lines have just been so strong, specifically for Bo and the Mandalorian stuff. And that for me is really cool, because that's a story that, like, the minute they announced the Mandalorian as a show was like, I can't wait to see if they get into those things, and seeing it build to this, I think, is kind of cool. I could use a little bit more Din, but I think the role that he has played in what it ultimately means for his people and for him and for Grogu and the people that he cares about, I just think has played really well. And obviously, like I said, I think the finale is going to lean into Bo, but you can get some good stuff for Din, and I hope we get some of that. The finales tend to be very satisfying, and I hope that that's not any different when we get to the finale here. But the penultimate episode, I think this might be my favorite of the season. I'm going 4.5 out of 5. I've held back on the 4.5 pretty much all season. It's been 4s across the board, but this one really popped for me. And it's when you start building in that stuff that is the glue and that is connected to the overall series inside of this Mandalorian story. Yeah, it was really working for me pretty much on all cylinders there. Like I said, the one thing is just like you could build in a little bit more focus around the Din Grogu stuff, but I think it's working for what it is. So I'm gonna shut up. We've got one episode left, and then I get to get dinner situated and prep myself to watch Ahsoka. The first 2 episodes when that premiered tonight. Obviously, that video will be up before these, which is kind of awkward in some manners, but like, I'm going to talk the way that my life is living. I'm living in like a linear life, and my videos will not be. They'll be living in puzzle life. But I'm going to shut up. I'll flip it over to you guys. I want to know what you were thinking about the penultimate episode, episode 7, chapter 23, The Spies. Did you think this one worked? Was the reveal of Gideon's base shocking? Or did it at least work? Like, I wouldn't say it's shocking, but it definitely worked when, like, it all went down. The trap, all of that stuff. What'd you think of the action? What do you think of Bo's storyline? Do you need more Din and Grogu stuff, or what we're getting really working inside the context of this bigger story that I think this season is really doing quite a lot of justice to? Or are you thinking the opposite of that? Where were you when you were watching it? And if you've been watching these reactions and you're kind of doing that as like a rewatch, do you feel differently at all? Has anything changed for you? Or are you just like Seaman being like, I love me some Mandalorian, give me it all the time? Anything you guys got, man, good, bad, indifferent, on The Mandalorian Season 3, Episode 7, Chapter 23, The Spies, put it down below in the comments section. I look forward to talking to you guys down there. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're new, you want to come help the Seaman as we climb to try to get to 4, and then if we can get there, maybe 5,000 subscribers before the end of the year. You want to show a little love and support, you just dig the vibes, you want to be here for coverage, well, hey, come join Maniac Nation. It's super easy. Jump over there, hit the subscribe button, tell your friends to hit the subscribe button, then hit that little bell if you want those alerts, and until next time, for the Seaman's Cinema, sit down. I've been the Seaman. I'm signing off. Peace! Oh, you guys are still here. You snuck up on me. You must be looking for more of this guy. Well, I got 2 video options for you, man. Right up here and right over here. And if you want all those Seaman goodies, well, hey, come join the squad right on over there, and I'll catch you on the next one.